Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Never Group podcast where, fun fact, none of us have ever been grouped. I am Yuji, joined by my goats, Cloudsy, Halcyon, and Big Ruja with the Ruga Peruja. How are you all doing tonight?
What's happening?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing great. I'm the OQ4 legend.
What?
I feel like, have you ever played
right.
before? I feel like,
Yeah, I played one.
were you a legend? You weren't as big of a legend as Halcyon. That's
I
all
did
I'm saying.
Yes,
I
man.
did the Neon match MVP against Brickville.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Whoa, everyone knows about that
Ooh.
game.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Feels the aura.
Yeah,
Feels the
Number
aura.
one rated Neon.
Oh,
Don't you remember?
I actually do remember
One
that.
game sample size.
anyways, as of time of recording, main event for stage 1 in GCNA has concluded 2 days ago, and it was a banger. It was a real banger to watch, not only both the lower round 3 upper final and the lower final, but the grand final as well. And we're seeing the results right now, but we got to go through them one by one. And starting us off, the FLYQ SwimTrek game up here in the upper final, where we had quite a bit to say about this. And I know, Halcyon, you have an opinion that I think we all agree with. So many of these matches came up to the pick bans, and I don't know. For me, SwimTrek, they pick ban this like to perfection against FlyQuest.
I made
Yeah.
that tweet about that. Hashtag ad.
Okay.
Banning split was OP.
Yeah, no, the banning
But
split
you-
is
yeah.
good. I won't lie.
I agree.
Like,
It's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Also, Sam,
Also,
they did the thing
yes.
where they just banned
Okay.
their best map. You
Yeah.
know exactly what
Yeah.
they're gonna do.
Yeah.
they just ban enemy team first best map, and then they roll with it. Like,
It's so funny how SwimTrek are just like very open about like, yeah, we pugged this map.
we don't practice.
We don't brag. We just
But I
pugged
think
it.
like I might get crucified for this take.
Hey, go ahead.
You can say that, but when you have a core of 3 who play tier 2 who do practice, does it really matter? Like, let's be honest.
I mean, it's like, what was it? Who is it that said something like everyone locks in something and then like Bob picks
Bob,
something in like in the middle of agent select and then that's what they run.
Was that?
So it's like,
I feel like that was Glowstick that tweeted. I don't know.
I
Bob
don't know.
tweeted it. Bob really
Oh.
made a tweet saying like, "Thanks for letting me just play who I want," which like I get,
Yeah.
Which yeah.
but it's still like you're still a core of 3 that plays tier 2.
Yeah.
I think as players, it's not like a one-off pug, but like, yeah, even then, just like they know how to play the comps, they're gonna play it how it should function. So it wouldn't really matter. I get what you're
And
saying.
I'm also standing by the fact like Corrupt is just like the best caller in GC right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just like as a
Yeah,
micro
yeah.
standpoint, like if you're able to just call like this, because they had really good pre-rounds, even mid-rounds. Like if you're able to do that without practicing, quote unquote, I think that says a lot about your team and like
Yeah.
you as a caller, especially.
Yeah. There's not really too much to write home about. They just played really
owned
well.
them.
They owned them on Breeze, and then Fracture was like a little closer, but like FlyQuest only getting 2 rounds on their defense. It's a
Yeah.
pretty impossible hole to get out of. You know.
Yeah.
They started the run back, but still they only needed 3 rounds. SwimTrek, they're good for 3 rounds on the defense half. Like, no matter what, it was just a matter of time at that point.
Can you pull up map 1 again?
This was again 2
Yeah.
rounds, 2 rounds in the first half.
I mean,
I think Sam talked about this a little bit of like, what the fuck are they doing playing Teo on Breeze?
Yeah, this comp is fucking crazy.
Like they love this guy. They love that sky, and the Teo on top of it. Like I get it, but I think, and I'll let Sam kind of expand more on this. It's just kind of like it feels so readable of like what it's gonna do, especially on like a retake.
Yeah.
Especially when it just like, I guess the biggest thing for, at least in my opinion, on Breeze is like you want range, like long walls, and you want like a long dart or a drone that can. What are you reacting to?
I'm looking at Harbor. You said long.
What just
walls.
happened?
You said long walls. I'm
Okay.
looking at Harbor. Okay.
You just want stuff that clears a lot at once. Like, you're pretty limited with like what your util provides for you in this comp that 5 runs. Like, I also think the way they approach the macro game on defense is interesting because they were using, I don't know if you guys picked up on it, they used their dog on B pretty much off barrier start. That's like your only hard piece of hard info.
Right.
That's not the Tejo drone. Like, you're
It-
using
it-
Skydog instantly to clear
It
B, and then they weren't really contesting A with the Tejo, and I'm like, what is the point of playing the Tejo if you're not gonna like push
It didn't
push
make
them off of A?
Mhm.
Like, we say that they did win. We'll talk about it later. They did win Breeze in a later series, but still, I was just like, this comp. Like, I think, I don't know. I also want to just. I think it does kind of boil down to also it's a comp thing, but getting snowballed on by like a Phoenix, Harbor, Neon
Yeah.
comp. It is
feels
so
awful.
hard. Like, what? Like, the thing is, I think we talked about this last episode. It's like Phoenix is just like, he snowballs a lot, and it's
Yeah.
like, if you win pistol, people have gotten so good at just converting the bonus that it's like, once it starts, like, it's very hard to stop, especially when you're not on your A game, which I think FlyQuest weren't. Like,
Definitely wasn't.
they were making like a lot of mistakes, like
Yeah.
solo fights, like throwing number advantages. I also think they were misplaying the comp a little bit. I do think the comp is limited,
Yeah.
but when you're running a Tejo and you're not contesting like the narrow A main line as Tejo, it's hard. You guys remember the strat where they did like Sky Flash, Stun, Salvo, and they pushed them back, and then Thea and Edith ran through corridor through a Viper Molly and just died? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I
I was just like,
that is the biggest question mark. That
maybe
I
we could pull it up in editing, but that round was like, I was just like, is that really like your best option? Like, it is like, I would assume it's worked in practice, but it's like,
yeah.
this is clearly like a, we're gonna crunch this lurker, but for a team that's just like pugging it, as they've talked about, like, you know, they're just gonna 4 or 5 hit most things. So it's like, is that really what you want to be doing? Like, you want your Astra and Jet running through like the smallest corridor on the map into like 3 minimum staring at you? Like, I don't know. And then Fracture was just an example of like,
Man.
it was too far gone, I think. This is like such an old school comp too, by the way.
Yeah, this
is like pretty old.
Oh, they
school.
love this KO. I just
I like KO,
like,
but it's weird. It's
they
weird
play on very
because
unconventional maps.
yeah, I would agree. I don't know. Like, Ev has shown that they can play Tejo. You don't run Tejo this map. Like, I think Breach is bad, but like, if you're gonna run him on a map, it would be Fracture.
Yeah.
What I think is really funny is that they'll play Teo Breeze, but they won't play Teo on Fracture, and they'll go for the fade, which I think is kind of insane.
And they'll play KO Fracture and then
you'll have solo Teo. You'll have Teo Breach, which is like it's kind of normal, but like even Teo KO isn't like that crazy here.
Yeah. Teo Fade is honestly like not the worst either. Teo,
it's not the worst, but it's like if you want to,
you have a Teo player.
You have a Teo player. Use your Teo player. I don't think your Fade, like the Fade is still fine. The Fade's still getting a value, but like just play the Teo or play like I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a very old school. Like, personally, it's like a small thing. I'm not a huge fan of Astra on this map over the Brim. Like, I think Brim just provides a lot.
Yeah, he has too much value.
I think too with this comp, like, B pops are pretty hard. Like, it's hard to just like contact pop because like the KO flash has to kind of fly and the fade util. Like, I think Neon provides a lot of pop power over the Raze, as well. And they were trying to like do like B pops a lot.
Honestly, your brim too, right? Like if you think about, you have to place the Astro Stars. You have to put like
yeah, that's what I
poke
mean.
the Astro Stars. It's just like
that's what I mean. Like you can't
Yeah.
really pop with this comp, and that's kind of what they're trying to do on attack. Is a lot like we're gonna walk up and we're gonna pop on you, and it's like, well, guys, hold on, gotta go Astro Form, boop,
Placing
Boop.
stars.
yeah, it's like, well,
Oh, you guys are all dead? Oh, shit.
Oh, where'd my team go? Where'd my team go?
It's,
Nice.
meanwhile, Bob is on site opping as Rays, and it's just like,
It's
wait,
like
it's like, wait, guys,
wait, weird.
there's a bunch of stars coming around me. What's happening? I'm just gonna swing, you know. So it's like, they're still a good team, and I do like. I think you're always gonna run into this risk as a coach who has like unconventional approaches to the comps. Is like sometimes you're just gonna miss, and like that's what happens.
Gets burnt a few times, you know.
Yeah,
it's all good.
like
it's all good.
It's
Trial
the same
and
thing.
error.
Like you guys know Frost from Global Esports or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he is
Yeah.
like the comp guy, like who plays like anti-meta a lot.
Mhm.
Like sometimes you're just gonna miss, and like that's okay.
All good.
They do have I do think this is a veto thing as well. I made a tweet. I was very surprised they picked Breeze. Like so surprised they picked it.
Yeah.
I think their Ascent was better.
I was about to
than
say
their
I'm so
Breeze.
surprised that they just left Ascent to get banned. It's weird.
They haven't shown their Pearl in a while. I think up to they played Haven. It wasn't like the best, but like when I saw that comp, I'm like, you have very limited footage you can show. And then it's just gonna be like pretty bad after that.
Mhm.
So I thought the Breeze pick was pretty surprising.
Yeah. I mean, like all in all, SwimTrek did SwimTrek things. Like they.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I make the joke?
Sure.
They swam through map 1. Anyways.
Wow.
Anyways.
Not
Are
bad.
we starting the counter? Be honest. Are we starting the counter?
Yeah, sure.
All right, perfect. Anyways, moving on. The second game of that day, SR versus Ghost, the run back. I know, like everyone and their moms was tuned into this one.
hard read. I can't
Well,
lie. This was
yeah.
kind of like this was like we saw Ghost kind of like hella fall off, and this was just like what everyone expected. It's not like a
Yeah.
diss. It's just like look at the numbers. When you see Marceline now going 16 and 32, you're like
No.
Yeah.
1 in 10 first contacts. Shopify came to play this time. Shopify showed up this time. Whoops. And the
I
veto's
think they made like one change to their veto, and I think it just like really.
My president.
I mean, when Noya goes plus 25, we did talk about it last episode. I was gonna say last week. Was it last week? I don't even remember.
It was last week.
We did talk about it, where it's like sometimes you just need to lose,
Yeah.
and you'll
Yeah.
just figure it out. And I think that's kind of what happened. Is like they lost.
Yeah.
They figured it out. I did a VOD review on stream of this match. Ghosts were making Ghosts are making a lot of errors they did not make before.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it comes down to like the first time you play SR, it's just like, well, we're gonna get bitched. Like what like we're just gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like what's gonna happen?
Now you're
It's like,
expecting to win.
Yeah, like you've done it. Like
did
it's
it.
different when it's like you're not expecting to and you've done it. It's like we can do this. I was not surprised they lost Breeze. I was not surprised SR picked Breeze either, because I think Ghost's Breeze has always been pretty bad. They did change the comp. They went for the ISO over the Reyna.
Yeah.
Which like is fine, but still there's like a lot of solo deaths. Like if you rewatch Defense Pistol, like I watched Defense Pistol and I was just like, this is gonna be a hard game, because like it was like a 3v3 on B.
I remember that.
And 2 people are swinging through a harbor wall.
Yeah.
On site when their one is like not even close. I was just like, oh, it's pretty rough.
Good.
And then Lotus, I think they just had you guys can definitely talk about it. I think a big thing they changed was like on their attack, they just started contacting A. They realized that they didn't know what to do. Ghost had no answer for like wait, they're just gonna walk around. The walk around glitch, as Zix would like to say.
The whole shift
meta. Yeah, it's like, well, we can just walk A, and if we're not giving them info, what's the worst that happens? Again, I do think there's a lot of errors. Like on their bonus round, they did like a weird, like some people use this Viper wall that like, cuts off breakable in heaven as part of like a bonus strat or whatever. Like not as a perma wall, but there's like Vanadoes is facing the wall and Marceline's not, and Vanadoes just died. Marceline's like, oh, I got a trade, and then just dies also. So I think it's just like, I think nerves for sure. They made a lot of mistakes, but I also think Shopify just had like a solid game plan, and on defense, they were not letting Sari just like do what she did the first series. Like Alexis was no troll using her full kit on A to make sure Sari did not like walk past the line of scrimmage. Dog, I'm a jiggle. I'm a dog again. I'm a eye. You know what I mean? Like Alexis was a fucking linebacker, and just, like
one more thing. This map could have been a decent bit closer. They just lost a 1v4 pistol. That was like hard.
There was
Eli was like shift walking around front sight,
and then one of them swung while the other one didn't know what to do. It was like
I mean, like in retrospect, there's the breeze change up. Like, sure, it's maybe not a map Ghost are familiar with. You could write that off. Going into Lotus though, like there's the 1v4. Obviously, didn't start the way they wanted. The bonus as well is just kind of like whatever. It's a lot of miscoms, a lot of nerves. But like, I think that's just the two sides of the same coin. Of like, like the first time they go against it, it's the do or die. I guess was it first round? Was it actually just first round?
Yes,
they felt like they had some like safety, I guess is the best way to put it. They had some safety in first round, and this is when the pressure is like really, really on. And Shopify are like chill with that pressure. So I don't know. I think it's a different level of prep that Ghost wasn't ready for. I still think they did a good job. It's just like to get with it, to say that they ended Ghost was not my fourth. Yeah. Ghost was not my fourth team in this event. Let's start.
Yeah. I don't think it was.
They were not my four result in any way, shape, or form. But like, I don't know. I mean, like, even with the issues, is this the same? I think maybe we go map 3 hypothetically, but like, I still think it's over at Haven.
Even then, they would have lost Haven. I think SR legit just like tweaking it. If you scroll up, they picked Breeze this time instead of Haven, and I think they were legit just calling Ghost out and being like, "You're picking Split or Haven. Like, what do you want to play?" Mm-hmm. Like, I think. Just going off of like the previous veto, they would probably think that they wanted Haven, but they were pretty much just like, pick one of these two maps that like we will probably win on, and then if Ghost left Split, SR would just start defense and snowball, because if we look at the last series that we talked about last week, that was where SR started like running it back. Right, was defense. Yes. Right, you look at Split, like their defense was the one they're making the comeback on. Yeah. So they're just like, okay, well, we're starting defense and we're gonna rack up these rounds, and they will probably just win out with momentum purely.
Yeah. Right.
So I think there was a good approach to pick ban.
Yeah. I mean, hey, as Cloudsy said, SR, they're just ready for that pressure every single time. Like, if you have made an international in GC, like, it's that's really all you can say about it. Like,
this is their closed qualifier. Can I be honest? Like, for a team as Legacy to Shopify, I think Shopify, FLYQ can both kind of fall under this. I guess now SwimTrek. This is just like another day at the office. Yeah. Right. Like, there'll be some pressure, but like at the very least, you're coming out with a decent placing and some money. So. Right. I don't think top 4 is out of the question for any of those teams, like either of those teams. Mm-hmm. Obviously, now things have changed, and so, you know, who knows what the fuck could happen, but...
I think SR definitely needed the wake-up call.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree.
Like, just taking the loss is just like, oh, well, we can't... It's not like a cakewalk. Like, we gotta lock
I think it was
in.
just to double down on like we should look at a VOD. Like I'm sure they
Yeah.
were like they had Lydia in the system and they were like, okay, yeah, scrim with Lydia. Let's make sure everyone's comfortable. And then the second they started losing, they're like, oh, let's look at the fucking problems now. All right, so
Yeah.
lock in.
Or it's like, I also wonder if it's just like, kind of like you said, like they're only concerned about like the top teams. Like they definitely could have just like not watched a single Ghost VOD and just been like, oh well, we
Yeah.
lost. Like, let's actually make a game plan or whatever.
Mhm.
I will say before we move on, like, still Ghost fourth, like that's huge. That's huge. Like nobody
Congrats.
expected that, especially when you started Swiss. Like, I know Swiss was like forever ago at this point.
It feels
When
like
you
forever.
started Swiss super rough, like, dude, fourth in main is not.
I deadass was dogging on him. I can't lie. I was
Yeah,
like,
like,
if we have to play
they
Ghost, we win.
weren't
I was sitting there like, if we have to play Ghost, we win. And
Yeah, the turnaround was still
as time went
huge.
on, as time went on, I was like, this
Yeah.
is
These
you
ghost
guys are
guys might be
tough.
good at the game. Like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I was like, holy shit, we're tough. We're tough as
Yeah.
shit.
So I just wanted to give them their flowers before we moved on.
Now moving on to the FlyQuest SR lower final. This,
Can I keep it a
This had
stack?
pot-
keep
Go
it
ahead.
aside.
This
was
was
so
just
hyped.
cinema.
This
was just cinema.
bro.
I'm sorry.
This started
Like,
off as like, I thought it was gonna be a pretty boring lower final because it started really like, if you click on the scores, like when I saw that SR won split, and like I didn't want to bring this up in the SwimTrek game, but I was like, I originally thought, like, when I saw how bad it was against SwimTrek, I was like, damn, there's a really big gap between like their split and everything else. But when I saw SR win, I was like, oh fuck,
gulp.
it's over.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even
I had
close.
The clip of you. I wish I had the clip of you in call. You're like, you just lost on your best map pick.
Yeah,
Like, losing his mind. I'm
yeah.
like,
So
bro.
I thought it was like these first two maps.
This was.
Which, by the way, let's talk about the Lotus comp.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say that
need
too.
to know what they see in Sky. Like, I'm being so for real.
I
think Sky's a decent agent now.
I think it's like big jazzy comfort, and they've just been playing it together for so long that we're like, okay, let's keep running Sky.
Yeah.
I think,
but then look at their split comp. Why are they playing the
Dude.
Kale with that? You know what I mean? Like,
this
it just doesn't make sense.
Well,
These
okay,
first two maps were just like
This is FIFA.
Sam crashing out. It was
Well,
so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
I thought it was gonna be close. Like, I mean,
I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong for crashing out. I'm
Which
just like,
it ended up being close.
I
in the
can I
end,
just
so.
hear like I hear them in my head right now talking like the same things we're talking about now of like, okay, yeah, what the fuck, they lost split. Yeah, what the fuck, they're playing Sky Lotus. Like I have the
It's like a
Sam voice
Sky-
line on my head.
The Sky Fade Lotus.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you're
atrocious.
not running like a Viper. Like, I don't think you need to always like conform to the meta or whatever. But
Viper OP.
like,
OP.
especially when SRG is taking the approach is like they clearly know how to play against like a non-Viper, where it's like on defense, it's just like we'll just leave one breakable and just jiggle. Because what are they gonna do? They can't wall up. Like, they're not showing that they're gonna smoke breakable or whatever. It's like, okay, we're just gonna stay here and we're gonna jiggle because it's like you can't default A on us.
Yeah.
We have the whole line, right? And then like on their attack, winning the bonus helps for sure. But it's just like, okay, well, we're just your C is weaker now because it's just a solo. It's a solo Vice with no orb, right?
Yeah.
So I think they just did a good job at like exploring the weaknesses and just like.
But
Like, after this map, I was just like, oh boy, like we're in for a
3-0.
game.
3-0.
Yeah.
But then
The
I think
same.
on the topic,
Yeah.
sorry, on
go
the
ahead.
topic of like them not conforming to the meta is like it's fair if they ran a Phoenix because I think the Phoenix gets more value out of either one of the initiators in that spot. Can I be
For
honest?
sure.
Yeah.
low key, yeah.
Like I think just another duelist gets more value than that, which I guess is them not conforming to the meta. But I don't think double duelist Lotus is necessarily like super crazy unless you're playing like ISO.
Yeah.
Like ISO Lotus being a meta pick to me seems like troll, but it low key is. Like that's low key. Like, am I wrong?
It definitely can be. No, you're not wrong.
It functions the same as a breach.
I think meta's a tad far, but it's not so far out of the meta that like it's insane and no one would run it. You know.
I
Yeah.
think a Phoenix over the Sky would have just been better.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll take
Because like you have your flash, you have like obviously the ult is everything everyone talks
wall.
about. But it was still, you know,
Mhm.
I was especially with how Ascent started, I was just like we can move to Ascent because
Yeah.
you start like they picked this map knowing they were. I was pretty. If you scroll, like FlyQuest picked this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, FlyQuest picked this knowing that they run double Senti, and I was just like, or
Gold.
that they were at least because they did switch it, but I was just like,
They did.
oh boy,
I think we talked about this last episode where it was like you look at a double Senti comp and you're like, we got to get at least 4. Or you're looking at like an 8-4
yeah,
half. And you're like,
I
that's
was
good.
yeah, I literally
Hey.
said you get 4 and you feel fine.
Yeah.
I will say they got 4. SR kind of handed them some rounds. Like I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like they like on these last 4 rounds, if you look at the like we're not gonna pull up the clips unless UG feels like it. Look at the last 4 rounds in the VOD. You have your double Senti set up A. So it's like obviously your goal is kind of like in the macro approach, is like, okay, let's kind of herd the sheep towards A, and it's like, oh my god, I'm in a blender. What just happened to me? But then it's like they're like going super aggro B main and just dying when they have like an op and an Odin,
Mhm.
you know. So I'm just like, you know, like they kind of handed them these last few rounds because like, well, you're going super aggro B. Like I'm not saying they were just holding the line and got like one tapped. It's like we're gonna drone peek B, re-peek dry. Like Alexis is gonna swing solo. Like my smokes player is gonna swing it. Whatever. So I'm like, they kind of handed them those 4 rounds, and once I saw that, I was just like, oh boy, like. Just knowing how, like, especially with how their attack is, and like, I would say like the Cypher Deadlock variant is definitely like harder on attack.
Mhm.
Compared to like maybe like a Vice Deadlock where you can just do like a bunch of like anti flood stuff.
Yeah.
But in general, I was just like, oh boy, you know, like you kind of gift these 4 rounds, and all it takes is like a few swing rounds, and it's like then we look at it, they just went on a
They just
a
wanted
run.
It was a good little streak they went on.
Yeah, and I think they needed this.
Yeah.
They needed it. I mean, obviously they needed it to stay alive.
To
Yeah.
stay in the
Yeah, like,
tournament,
obviously.
Oh,
But it's like-
realistically, this map could have been a 13 now.
Yeah.
For SR, you're saying?
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been.
Yeah.
If they didn't throw those last
if you
4
notice,
rounds.
the first round, I remember the first round they lost was like the first and second round they lost was like a 4v2 where the bomb was down and like it was like they were all around the bomb, and then like I forgot who it was. Lydia loses like a 1v1 clutch against someone who's 1 HP, and that just like snowballs them to get like 4 for the half.
Yeah.
It was really bad for that.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, big ups fly. Big ups fly. They got the quota. They got the quota. But Breeze.
Speaking of the Breeze, they won Breeze with this comp, and I'm just like,
Breeze.
this
okay. Is this the fake confidence that they need to keep running this comp on Breeze? Be honest with me.
yes and no. I
Hopefully
think a
not.
lot of it. I think
Hopefully not.
I would still change it personally, but I do think a lot of it was just like Edith got to play the game compared to
True.
Yeah.
SwimTrek.
True.
Professor
Good.
P, I have a question. What if they buff
have-
the initiators and then it's fine?
If they bring
Would you
back
not just-
Tejo's like timer on his
It dep-
salvos and make it 45, would it be fine?
No, I still wouldn't run Teo.
I don't think they're gonna give him timers on a salvo.
I mean it
That's fair,
depends,
that's fair.
I guess. But I think like I don't know what they're gonna change with initiators. I would still prefer like a Sova, at least a Sova.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Double drone, I think is fine. But
Yeah, like I think you could get away with maybe like a Sova Sky, like if you don't have a good KO or whatever.
fuck it, double drone Yoru, go crazy, Tail. Get active.
I do think I will say a part of it was just Edith got to play the game. Like if you look at the SwimTrek game, like Edith got shut down
Yeah.
pretty hard on Breeze. Like in general,
Like,
but
in
especially
general, but
Breeze.
yeah. 3 for 3
Yeah.
on first.
I
and
also
Vegas here, but
think-
she's 7-2 here. Hey,
I also think that like we were talking about nerves and stuff. Like SR looked rattled after losing Ascend. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like I don't think like I kind of think Mel was almost kind of like that. This is speculation before anybody like crucifies me, but it's like after losing that Ascent map, if Mel was there, I don't think they would have been as rattled. If that's fair to say, I think Mel was
honestly,
kind of
Yeah.
like
yeah,
that emotional leader that kind of like steers the ship in
If
the
Mel's not worried, I'm not worried. That's the
that,
kind of
yeah.
like
yeah. It's like, but it's like they were making a lot of errors this map, like just a lot of like solo deaths. People were just like peeking first and just dying.
Mm-hmm.
Like notably on defense is like everybody but my duelist is like dying first, essentially, and it's just like what is happening.
I
Yeah.
mean, you're
Um,
seeing it in the first deaths already. Like,
I do think like as much as we talk about this FlyQuest comp, I do think it's like decent on attack. I still think it has its weaknesses, obviously,
mhm.
but I do think it's an attack sided comp if you were to like just look at it that way.
Yeah.
But even then, like I would still say I like SRGs more. I just think the way they were playing this Breeze was just like clearly that loss got to them on Ascent. Like just getting the run back on, I think definitely got to them because it's just like solo deaths, the double swings weren't there. Like we're like beefing our stall util. It looked really rough, and I do think part of it, like I think Edith was playing super good today. Like especially like the last 3 maps, I think Edith and Melia started to heat up.
Yeah.
But I was pretty surprised because like even though they came back on Ascent, I was like, oh well, it's fine, right? I had my whole agenda about SR and the double initiate and whatever. And then they got O, and I was like, oh, fuck. So yeah, I was at this point. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because like I definitely thought Breeze was just gonna be like, okay, you guys got your one map, like here comes Breeze and we're gonna lose, but that wasn't the case.
Yeah. Very opposite. So, and then a banger of a Haven to end off the series, end off the best
Yeah.
of 3, bro. Like this Haven was so back
Dodo
in,
Nut
even,
put team on the back.
no real, no real.
Dodo Nut team on back.
Dodo carry. Like
Yeah,
both of these halves are honest. Actually, one round away from being perfect mirrors. By the way, but like
Yeah.
for both teams, it's crazy. I don't know.
I think everybody was fucking nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, dude,
Every
it's a lower final, map 5.
every,
like,
yeah,
everyone was-
everybody was just like there was a lot of spaghetti. Just like everybody was like shitting their pants. Like
yeah.
I saw the 8-4 and then they won pistol. I was like, oh
Oh,
god.
yeah.
And then I think when SR won like the 4 in a row, maybe like even 3, bro, they were so
They
like
were
you could just
definitely
tell.
nervous, but yeah,
You could just tell because it's like we're no longer trying to break the trips. Like that's Cypress' whole thing, right? It's like, oh well, I have trips, I have cam, like I'm just getting free info. Like they were no longer trying to default. It was just like exec after exec after like there was no default thing.
yeah.
Look at these last 3 rounds, it's just like we're just hitting. And SR just got so much confidence because like well now we're making the comeback and they seemed so nervous that they were incapable of mid rounding.
Yeah, like 4 out of the 9 of these last rounds that SR won, they literally just won by killing everyone. Like bomb probably wasn't even down. Like they just killed everyone. Didn't even have to defuse, and that like that's not where you want to be. That's definitely not where you want
Yeah.
to be. Even
Like they threw a bunch of like their site execs too. It was just like people were swinging things without like being on the same page.
Yeah.
I think there was like 2 or 3 rounds I saw like Alexis backside A getting like 2 or 3. I'm just like, guys, come on now. Like we can trade this.
It's a tad illegal. Just a tad.
Yeah,
illegal.
especially when you're running like I get that the Viper comp is like get bombed down, orb, yay my post plant's over, but it's like gotta work the map a little bit. Like their stack is on A because my cipher setup is on C still and not touch, and I just have a cam giving me info.
Yeah.
It was fun as a spectator though.
It was.
Yeah.
It was
just
definitely
like
was very fun to watch.
everything was just so much happening.
Yeah. It was not fun from like a player perspective, just seeing how nervous the state of play was, because we know FlyQuest isn't like this, and it's just so out of character that we're like, damn, can we please just go back, bro, please, it's so winnable. Like it was so
yeah. After the 8-4 attack, or not even attack, 8-4 defense, when like in my opinion the Viper comp is weakest on its defense.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is over.
Can win.
And then it was 10-4 because they won the pistol. I was like,
oh, let's fucking go,
like
guys. We just need
in my
three.
mind, I'm like, this would take a generational throw, and then they just started like constantly executing. I was like, oh, okay. I guess that's how we lose. So it was like purely spectating though. It was fun.
Yeah.
I was glad it wasn't just like a 3-0, not competitive.
Yeah.
Especially because that's how it was looking.
If I'm not wrong, did we call like a 3-1 SR or something?
I think so.
I think we called a 3-1.
No, we called FlyQuest winning.
We called FlyQuest winning. I think it was like a 3-1 FlyQuest.
Oh yeah,
we said
it was 3-1 FlyQuest, never SR.
We said SR was our third. And then
bad things.
I think I might have said something about it could be either, depending on who shows up that day, or someone said something. I don't remember who it was.
It might have been you.
But I think either way, it was a good lower final, and I think the result would have been the same for either team going into grands, respectfully.
Yeah, I think SwimTrek. Yeah, good ass transition.
What
can I say? What can I say?
Oh my god, no, this grands, bro.
This is
sleeping. Aria isn't sleeping, bro. Oh my.
Can I say for starters, fucking huge props to Aria, because not only is she like essentially one tricking Neon, except for that one ascent map because we decided to play Reyna, which like
more
whatever dog, you do you. But you're dropping 30 on shitty Neon.
Yeah, like
while insanely sick too.
While in like the fever trance state, like can we be so honest? Like that's nuts that you're going 28-12 on Breeze, like on bad Neon, like on Shopify's map pick. I don't know, man. Like if I had to say much about this team, it's just like perpetual guy diff.
Yeah.
Like it's just five big booms against Shopify, which is like. And another, just like real quick off the get-go, just looking at the all maps page, Lydia's 1-14 first kill, first death.
Not bad.
What are we doing as the smokes player? That's not even Flame. That's not Flame. But as the smokes player, do you know how many times I've gotten like 30 lashings for fucking being first one dead? What are we doing? Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, this isn't Flame, and I'm sure there's like plenty of good reasons why Lydia got caught out. Whatever happened. Maybe you're just first one dead on a push site. I can't lie, I wasn't paying that much attention to like who was dying first.
Yeah.
But like, I'm looking at the numbers, and this is like, I don't know, man. That's like allowed. That seems a little unacceptable.
Yeah.
I think, as you said, well, for one, playing against a team that doesn't know what they're doing until they show up is so hard. No, everybody will say it's cope, but I swear to God, it's so hard. Because it's like you don't know what they're gonna do. Because remember,
who was it on SwimTrek that said like we're kind of unantiable because we just do stuff. They just
I don't know who said that.
I know someone said it.
It sounded like it was in the glow. It sounds like something that came in the glow stick interview. I can't lie.
That was just like the
but that's fair.
The infamous Envy MIBR game where Envy is just like playing like Clove and Reyna and whatever. It's like when you're just playing and doing whatever, and it's like your fundamentals are like decent enough to where you can trade, and like you're so much better mechanically. Like it's hard, and I think especially against a team where it's like they just banned two of their best maps, in my opinion. Like Split Pearl. Like you just take away their best maps and you just pug everything else. Like it's pretty like I will say when SR started running it back on Fracture, which is their permaban, by the way, I was just like, oh, la 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 la. Maybe it's winnable. Because you brought it like a 13-9. Then you look at Lotus, and then they're playing like a double suppress comp, like KO and ISO, which
That's
like I think Sharad, like especially me, I talk a lot about Corrupt, and like we talk about Aria, Glowstick, Bob. Like I think Sharad is like not talked about enough for how like good they actually are, in my opinion. Like people don't talk a lot about Sharad, but Sharad, like I think consistently does like pretty good. And it's like I remember a round where Bob is mound solo ulted on attack, flashing herself out with an op and just winning a duel.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is over.
Like how do you beat that? Genuinely, how do you beat that?
It's not like Bob had good like moments for sure on the KO. But it's like Bob is not doing like hard default. I'm flashing for my team constantly. It's just like, okay, I'm flashing for myself and I have an op and I'm gonna go smile. Especially like even though they did win on even though they did beat Fly on Lotus and they won the rematch on it, I'm still not super sold on their Lotus for sure.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
Especially against a double suppress, like that's kind of like a double suppress, and then
I'm telling you, the ISO's good, man.
No, I agree. I think the ISO's good on this map.
This could be better. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing shit out there, man.
No, I know you're just throwing stuff out there, but like I see a world. I see the
well,
world.
It was meta at some point.
Yeah.
I mean,
remember they had the double. They had the double.
Towards the end of 2025, I think
it was when
a lot of
what was
played that.
Don't you remember when T1 won Bangkok?
Yeah.
They were running.
Oh, and they just ran ISO Yoru every map. Yeah, but that was
no. T1 ran ISO Raze Sova.
Yeah.
They were like the originators of
right.
like they were the original because that was back when he had the double Vuln, remember? It wasn't one. It wasn't one with the suppress. It was just two with the Vuln.
Yeah.
So they ran like the Raze Sova, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? We can't take Rumble." Everybody's like, "This shit's OP," and then they just started running it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do remember that one, but hey, big Sharad. Big Sharad end of the day. Like Ascent.
Which we'll talk okay let me say my shit real quick.
Yeah.
Did I not say last week why do they not just run Sova KO on Ascent? Because it works. Alexis plays the KO. Everybody knows how to play it. Dodonut does best with a double, which I will say we can chat about this after. I think maybe that has been proven false-er because Dodonut went purely comfort after the loss to Ghost and performed better. But my thing still stands. It's like everybody's on their comfort on this map. Alexis gets the flash. Dodonut gets like the pure setup. Why do they not run it? It took a reverse against FlyQuest to get there, but it's like you guys did this performance in one day. Yeah, SwimTrek is running like Raze Arena. But my point still stands. It's like this comp is still good. I'll say it. Like, yeah, the Phoenix is good right now. I think the reason people lean into like the Phoenix is because like easier to play, to play. You get your ult, whatever. Like people want to still play the double senti, but I'm like this comp is still fine, especially when it's like 4 out of 5 of your players like I would say maybe Lydia is like you've run this comp a
Yeah.
lot. You know, like you've played it so much. I would have liked to see them play earlier, but you know, it's okay. We got there in the end.
We got
Bang!
Bang.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys can
All
say your thing about this map. Even though there's not a lot.
I don't think.
I mean,
Like,
Yeah.
Like SRG, they play
They played
standard.
it.
They know standard. They win on standard. There's like,
I
Yeah.
there's not too much about
personally
it.
also don't think Ascent is a good map to be playing when you're pugging. Like that's just like a general rule of thumb.
Yeah.
It's definitely not great playing against like playing Ascent into a team who has like experience as a team
I-
together.
Disagree. And here's my logic. Because back in the good old collegiate days,
Oh wow.
Oh,
you'd have
bro.
both teams running this exact comp, a mirror matchup, and they just pug it out. Every week's best of one was on Ascent, and that was it. And they just played the comp. So I think it's fine to pug the map if you're playing the mirror matchup. That's it.
I guess that's
Wow.
fair. But I get okay. You're
That's-
going into this playing Raze Reyna. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a little,
I'll say
Yeah.
it's the exception to the rule. If it's the mirror matchup, the pug is fine because the comps
Okay.
are going to do the exact same thing on both sides. Of
no,
the
that's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
map. This is a bit insane.
Yeah.
This is a bit
This
what the
is
fuck.
I also think it's like you're running a pug comp against a team that has played this comp for like 3 to 4 years or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's
It's
what,
like
that's what,
it's
that's
yeah,
what I mean. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If there
It's
were,
just
like-
it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard. You have like your entry is kind of like a rage just like satcheling in the air, and it's just like, wow,
And the only support
Yeah.
is kind of just like random flashes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh guys, my
Aria,
Vice Flash is gonna do
Aria,
numbers.
Aria, and the fever induced flash is like,
Nah, wait.
here,
wait,
Bob.
Wait.
It just tosses a lyric.
Oh
It's
wait,
just
you're
like-
dead? Oh shit, I can't come out?
Oh,
shit.
wait.
I
Bob,
mean,
why
like,
are you
if
dead?
if
They were
like
blind.
it's a Reyna at the end of the day, so I won't talk about it too much. But playing Reyna attack into this comp, it feels pretty bad. Especially like defense is kind of where Reyna like quote unquote shines in like team play.
Reyna and shines in the same sentence.
Yeah, because like defense is like you kind of get a lot of timings and whatever, but it's like SRG was like doing the football formation again, and it's just like, well, they're just gonna swing into us, and how are you gonna hold a site when they're getting like flash darted, dashed on,
That's-
you know, like.
Yeah.
Then Aria in the revenge tour on Breeze. if you
Nah,
want to click on
okay,
that.
yo,
Not
okay.
bad.
There's a
I
wake
know
up
I-
7-16-7. Not too
Yeah.
bad. Not too
Yeah.
bad.
I felt
Oh,
bad jumping the
no.
gun on this early, but I feel like I couldn't just not talk about it. Like this is just beast performance, especially
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
out of the fever dream state. Like I don't know, man. This is just goat. This is just goat. This is
Yeah.
goat playing a agent that used to be busted that is now just like IMO kind of shit. Like Neon now just feels clunky. Anyone who's played her can agree. Maybe it's not that bad. Clearly Aria doesn't think it's that bad.
Don't
Absolutely,
talk to me about
just-
the neon nerfs. Don't talk. Don't.
I will
Like-
say,
My
actually, you can finish and then I'll
my
talk about
baby,
Neon.
My baby. No, I'm just
I-
I'm just yearning over old neon. you go.
My thing with Neon, like, Aria never played the Neon originally, which for what she was busted for, where it was like you jump around and do whatever. Aria was just like, wall stun, I'm in your face, boom, 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 and just like you're dead.
200.
Yeah,
You're dead or
like,
I'm dead.
That
Literally,
was just
Aria's whole play.
Aria's thing was just like wall. I'm gonna run through, slide in your face, and just take a duel. Like it's a little clunky for those who do like the jump a lot, but you know, Aria. At least when I watched Wadada on Shopify
Whoa.
on Wadada. Whoa,
Yo,
When you
weird
watch Aria
glitch.
on
yeah,
Wadada,
weird glitch. no,
Weird
no.
glitch.
When Aria was on Wadada, she never really did like the jump around, drag across. Like she entried and she made space, but she wasn't like hopping around doing the B hop stuff, right? That like maybe like Neon, the net or Spike from Lev did, you know, where he likes to jump, or like Danby, stuff like that. He was never, or Aria was never doing it like that. So I think, yes, she's a little worse, but I think for her style, where it's like she was never doing it in the first place, it's just fine.
Yeah.
Also, again, I just want to point out pistol bonus with the Phoenix comp into like an 8-4.
What happened?
On attack. It's just like it's such a problem. I'll say it. It's a like legit. You just up Phoenix ult orb by like 1 or 2, and I promise you the snowballs go down a lot. It's just so easy to get these ults
like
online.
I think it needs to be the 7 again. I say again, it needs to be 7.
Yeah, like I say it while watching these games, and like I'm surprised every time, but getting Phoenix ult round 2 is kind of gross. That's kind of gross.
Like I think like people are just getting too good at like giving the kills to the person who needs the orb, and like we're gonna farm the orb. Like people have a way better understanding now of like these are the ults we need to get online. And when you have like a 6 ult orb character who is a duelist, who also gets to be the secondary duelist, who just walks in behind Sleepy Aria doing jumping jacks. It's just too easy to get.
Yeah.
Not that Phoenix was the issue in this game, but it's just a general thought. Like Aria just beast moded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aria was like SwimTrek blue wins and just ran all over the place.
Yeah. Okay.
I liked the after the fact driveway post that was like recorded in a wind tunnel.
That was funny. That was funny.
I just won main event. Now I'm sitting in my driveway. That's right, goat.
Yeah, you know,
top 30 on that fucking head. Okay, you sit in your driveway, twin.
I mean, hey, you can do anything when you go 350 ACS, almost dropping 30 against SR. Like at
that's
that
30.
Point, you know
that's
what?
30. We always round up. Come on now.
You're not 30. Wrong. You're not wrong. That's 30. That's 30. But still, this is a really good series, and I think the wake up call that SR and like all of GC needed, in a sense. Like we were all talking about how we didn't have SR as our number 1, like winning this event, but they still did SR things. They made the grand finals, which we also didn't have, but like no matter what, SR is still a really good team. But on the other hand, hey, GC's waking up. GC's waking up, and lots.
Isn't that
lots and lots
like? I think that alone is a sign that times are changing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the fact that we've never had like everybody usually just has like SR wins, you know. But it's like the fact that we didn't even have them making grands.
Yeah.
I think that's just a sign.
It's a good sign. It's a really good sign.
I guess before we move on, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Going into next Swiss, do we expect the same thing from SwimTrek? If the team stays together, at least like the 4, like I would say the 4 being Korra, like the Rose, and then like Glowstick.
Yeah.
Like, do we expect the same result?
Yeah. I think so. If you find an adequate duelist player who can replace Aria, and like the big question is, what is this team like? Do they stick together? Are they going to stick together? So on and so forth. Like, I'm sure it's a great group and they're just going to keep pugging, keep winning. But like, what I like, first and foremost, I think the shit they get on social media is kind of like unacceptable. Can I be so honest?
Yeah.
Like that should go without saying. I don't care if it's like woke of me to say that. I don't think that just has no place.
Like
we're playing fucking Game Changers, man.
Just the
like
fact that they had to turn off the comments on the official post of
that had
winning.
Me dying. I was like, oh my god.
I was heated because like how Nah.
It's always from the
The
people who
straight
don't.
men, the straight men
Yeah.
always have something to say the second they like the
Mhm.
second like I don't
Mhm.
know, bro.
Nah.
It's always on Twitter. They just decide to reveal themselves. They've never watched an actual game of Game Changers in their fucking life. It's all good, all good, all good.
That's also another reason why like I really like turning off the chat whenever I watch.
Oh yeah,
any
I
GC
don't.
match.
I don't read
It's,
the chat.
like the
don't
people
read the
people
chat.
that pull up to chat. It
Is
it
this
just makes
women's
me
league?
sad. Yeah,
Is this
that's what I'm
women's
saying.
league?
Like it just
But are
makes
they
me
women?
sad because
But are women?
Yeah,
they
but I
they
do
don't
think,
understand.
like, for one, it's always from the people who don't compete or actually like they don't actually
They don't know.
care. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Also,
Yeah.
yeah,
it says a lot more about how they think of women. than
yeah,
This
just
too.
anything else.
It's
sure.
also the annoying people on Twitter who've never seen a game of Game Changers in their life doing it are one thing, right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be the idiots on Twitter. It's there that I'm not airing anyone out in particular. I've just seen people who are within or connected to the scene saying this stuff about SwimTrek, which I'm like, that's also insane. Not a drama
Yeah.
podcast, but check yourself, twin.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
being
I agree.
being in the same space and acting like people that are actively against everything the space stands for and just acting the same as them is like that's egregious. That's egregious and unacceptable.
Shame.
Big
Shame on you.
Big shame. Big
I
shame.
also think it's just like it's not like SwimTrek is just like the most like the horror. Like everybody on SwimTrek is nice.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's not.
agree.
It's not
And,
like
like,
it's not like the
I've
SwimTrek
met-
people are like, you guys are fucking ass.
I've
Give
met-
up on your dreams. Like
We're
they're
better
all
than
they
you
all-
all. Like no, they're
like
chill.
I've talked to them and
I-
they're like they're all sweethearts. They're all super sweet. Like
Yeah, Bob is wonderful from the Radiant ACAD. I've played with her. I've had the opportunity to meet Corrupt just at an event one time. Very
yeah,
just like
Corrupt is very
cordial
nice.
individual, very
Mhm.
just chill person. Glowstick is always a hoot in the VC.
Yeah,
Aria,
Gross Six
my
always
It's
goat.
fun
just-
to be on.
Aria, my goat.
I haven't.
I played Aram with
But I've heard
Sherrod.
nice things.
You play
Okay,
Aram
and
with
like
Sherrod?
Yeah, I
either
played
way,
an Aram
they're
with
all
Sherrod.
chill people. They're not here for malicious reasons. They're here because this is who they are as people, and I think that just kind of that's
Yeah.
it. If you don't appreciate that, you have no right to be an ally of Game Changers and dub yourself a protector of women. Like that's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like whatever. It is what it is. I say it is what it is. It's unjustified hate. Check yourself if that's truly the way you view this.
If it bothers you this much, you have deeper problems to.
Yeah.
That's something
Yeah.
therapy can work out. That is something that
Yeah.
you and your therapist need to talk about. But
Yeah.
Hey, end of the day, people are weird. People.
Shout
are
out
weird.
SwimTrek.
Shout out.
They don't
SwimTrek.
deserve
Shout out
that.
SwimTrek.
Like, congrats on winning. Like, they
Big
don't
shout out.
deserve the hate. Like, I'm happy for all of them.
Now,
Good
W
ass
quit.
team.
really
Yeah,
good.
W
team.
quit.
W. But moving on, that was a good stage one. But we're gonna go
Yeah.
into we're gonna like kind of talk about stage 2 and OQ3.
OQ3 is soon.
It's gonna
It's
OQ3
soon.
soon.
It's fun.
OQ3 soon, which will be very fun. Some rosters have already been announced, but we're obviously still gonna wait on a couple more, and obviously wait until we get all the teams and know what teams are before we make an OQ3
And the groups are
video.
out.
And when the
Yeah.
groups are out, groups as well is gonna be a big thing. But I mean, teams
Banger
we know.
episode incoming.
Teams we know. Teams we know.
Yo.
I heard the
Dynamo-
OQ4 Legends coming out soon.
OQ4 Legend Halcyon's playing again?
Oh,
What?
shit.
What?
Oh,
we
shit.
lost. We lost.
You know you're too tough for that. Wait.
I heard Halcyon's about to throw a temper.
Okay. Oh my god, bro. Don't get me started, bro. I'm about to turn into a star.
Are you gonna be blue, perchance?
Perchance. You
Oh
can't
my
just.
God.
Anyway.
And you're gonna feel my aura.
Sorry.
Dynamo GC, big pickup for that roster is Rune Crack.
Actually, yeah.
Also, biggest Snake NA. What is going on with this team?
Yo, no hate.
We talk
about
this
No
is
hate,
banter.
yeah.
This
This
banter.
is
This is
just
not
bad
real hate.
hate.
We do not hate Ruin. We do
Speak
not
for
hate Ruin.
yourself. What? Like, what are we doing?
Okay, bro.
All right, I'll
Just
get. No,
happened.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
On an actual note, they changed their duelist, which by the way, it wasn't like Kayla got dropped. I heard it was for health
It's like mental
things.
reasons. I think she
I
tweeted
heard
it
it-
herself. If you could
I think
pull it up.
I think it was health stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kayla, if for whatever reason you watch this, hope you feel better.
Get well soon, big
Like,
bro. Get well soon.
Yeah. Hope you feel better.
I
They also
think,
changed their coach.
Let's go.
Oh, true.
It used to be Calypso, now it's Noble, like a tier 3 IGL. I already had them as an underrated team. I think with these pickups, like mainly Ruin, like the coach stuff is always tricky because you never know what they provide behind the scene, unless like someone actively comes out and is like, "Hey, this person really helped with like XYZ." So like a coach change is always hard to like talk about because like you never know what they do. Yeah, right. So it's always like, maybe Calypso is like a good coach but just didn't fit that style, or like they just chose left, whatever.
Yeah.
In terms of like a duelist thing, like Ruin,
That's a good pickup.
I would think is probably like one of the
That's an
better
X-factor.
duelists. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Ruin was already good on Hyperspeed, and I would say like the average player on this team is better than Hyperspeed. No offense.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get to that later, by the way.
Yeah, we'll talk about the new Hyperspeed team later, but like I think this team is.
I will say this team now probably supersedes Hyperspeed. I'll say that now. During that
March,
OQ,
April,
hell
no.
No. Yeah, no, I agree.
This team has
I'm talking.
gotten so much better.
Yeah, I'm talking like post OQ2, like in the Swiss stuff, like that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Because like in the OQ, bro, like that shit was kind of rough.
Hey, I mean, they beat Lucid GC.
What just happened?
But
yeah, right there. A Lucid GC.
I'm finding the games because I have no idea who's on this team.
It's like the Evictix core.
Yeah.
Is Elf, Ida, Blair, Kit Kat,
Gia?
Yeah.
Is this OQ1 or OQ2?
OQ2.
OQ1.
OQ1.
Because that's just not. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
they got grouped. Okay. Anyway.
I think this Dynamo is Dynamo team. I don't know what just happened. This Dynamo team groups is like getting a hard group is definitely a thing. This is my too early take. I think this team can make Swiss.
I think this team will make Swiss.
Yeah, like I think this team, like obviously bad bracket pass is definitely like doable. Like you could definitely run into like a mass treasure that's gonna like probably just win,
or like a new.
This is OQ. This is at the very least. This is OQ4 legend team. Like, not a like. I'm not. That's not a diss.
No. I know what you mean.
Like that's like this team makes it an OQ4 at the very
100%.
least.
Yeah, for sure. Like I would think, like not to be like a expectation handy, but it's like you look at this team. They've been getting better. You pick up Ruin, who I think it definitely is like. Ruin will win you games solo. Like full glaze, I don't care. Like Ruin is capable of just like taking over games. So I would say this team should be making Swiss. Whether that's OQ3 or 4, like we'll have to wait.
Yeah.
But like I would say like this team, if they keep the upwards trend that they did during like the off period, like they should make it, I think.
Yeah. I am inclined to agree, but at end of the day, Dynamo,
it's a good roster.
We're seeing you. We're looking at you. We're looking at you.
Feel the flame. Go back. Look at the hashtag.
Hashtag feel the flame. Feel the flame, motherfucker.
Oh, I felt that from here.
I don't think it's. I think feel the flame would they wouldn't get frosty.
All right, enough out of you.
Nerve.
Can I? Can you? Is this Kem the former manager? Or no, Kem used to play like a while ago.
Val.
This is who I think it is.
I think this is the Kem that used to play a really long time ago. If I'm not
wrong. Then this is exactly who I think it is. Can I be so?
Oh God.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be mean. I think I'm gonna be mean. This team sucks. Can I be honest?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I get canceled.
No, and I want to be proven wrong. Mm-hmm. I really, really do. But I look at some players on this team, and I will not name who, I look
Well-
at players on this team and I go, I've
You
never
say
lost one
one.
before in my life, except one time. And that's never going to be recorded on my VLR, never in history. No one will ever know it happened. Except for me and that one person on this roster who knows that it happened.
What?
But
Wow,
Don't worry
I'm
about
being
it.
so
I
honest.
dropped like 30 every map on Initiator and we still lost the series. I was really mad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was tragic. It was back in the day. Okay. My point is, I would love for individuals on this roster to pull up and show themselves in this OQ, but I have not seen them shine before. Straight up.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm basing it
Yeah.
off. If I go off of your previous record, I'm sorry, you're getting not grouped, but you're not winning.
Never
And that's
grouped.
not a diss. I'm just going off of what I've seen you do before. I think the best person on this roster is
Ava?
yes.
That's the one from MXA, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
is
double
the
checking.
guess.
That's like their best player.
was
When I
trying
look
to
at this
remember,
roster,
'cause didn't they
it's
change their username? I don't know. Anyway.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's-
did.
and
It
I,
did change.
they at least made Swiss.
Swiss. Oh,
Didn't
you're
they
talking
change
about
Swiss? Yeah.
Yeah, at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like this team. I was like,
No,
whoa.
No, like-
whoa.
Yeah.
No. I don't know how much. Like, I know Kem took that break. If it's the Kem I'm thinking of, that Kem.
This is
took
a team of,
break
like-
time.
Yeah.
Wild.
This is a team of players that have like taken our break and are coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Shelby's one
Like
of them.
Shelby,
Right.
Shelby, Kem.
Jules went to like co-ed for a bit.
Isn't
Pugs was playing for a bit.
Pug-
I
yeah.
think.
Pugs took a break.
Because she was on MMT.
Pugs took
she
a
played.
Pugs
yeah,
took a
yeah,
break.
yeah,
Pugs
yeah,
played
yeah.
with Waffle House and then took the break. No.
Took a small break and then played with MMT. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Either way, I would love for that. These people, this team in the break have improved a lot. Like, I know Ava's been really grinding. It's just, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to not tell you that you, like, I was blunt when I said this team sucks. I'm sorry. But it's hard for me to not judge you on your past results, and I'm judging you on your past results. I would love to be proven wrong.
Mhm.
Granted, not on the receiving end of that, but like, I would love to be proven wrong, and this
Right.
team does shine, and this team
Yeah.
does do well, but I can't say that in good faith.
Not against me though.
No, I hear you.
Not against
Not
me.
Not against me. You
I
can be
hear
good,
you.
just not against me.
I
If
believe
it's
in you
against
guys.
me, I'll put
Please
you in
do
the
well,
dirt. I'm
but, like,
sorry.
not against me though.
Not
I
in my
mean-
group, that's for sure.
I mean, like
I
they
can't wait for
do-
that to get clipped.
they
I
do
can't
have,
wait for
like-
that to get clipped and I get owned.
You're getting an
yo,
air-
Stop,
like, we're
bro,
gonna-
stop.
I'm getting
you're
it.
gonna-
I'll take it.
pre-firing
I'll take it. I'll take it on the
Why are
stream.
we
You're gonna
I'll take
play-
it. I'll take it.
You're gonna get
You're gonna
chunky
take-
against Berserker's video.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this team is just a team that's like a lot of people who are just like returning.
Yeah, I mean,
It's hard to say. Like
it is hard to say, but a lot of since you like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. A lot of the players haven't played in a long time, so I assume that they've gotten a decent bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I guess you can
I
say
would
they're
assume so.
never grouped.
All right.
I
I was
anyways.
gonna say we
That's
don't,
the
we
episode,
don't-
everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I was gonna say we don't know what they do in their free time, and like someone here could just randomly be Radiant and just come in with like giga knowledge, and this team makes everything.
Yeah.
I have
we-
two
we
of them
don't.
added. They were not radiant. I'll say that.
Who's your sleeper radiant?
Who
Tell
my
me
sleeper
right now.
Radiant?
Ava.
Ava.
Ava?
Immortal 1 right now on rank. Like, Immortal 1 on ranked RR.
Oh wow,
Last I
you
checked.
pulled that up fast.
No, I just have.
Oh,
I saw it today. That's.
Oh.
Wow,
shit.
pocket watching.
W Pocket
fault.
Watcher. W Pocket Watcher.
I'm in there. I'm in there.
Cloudsy's ready for these groups to come out. Cloudsy's ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to say all the mean things and then immediately regret my actions.
So we're turning off all chat.
Yep.
Every single game. Any
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get
Well, what do you mean
canceled
we?
again.
Yeah,
what
what
do
are
you
you talking
mean?
about, we?
Huh?
Oh, we.
What you mean we?
By
What?
we, I mean everyone. that's
Everything just
playing.
got blue.
All. yo, what?
Just put it on screen. Just put it on screen.
Yo.
Just fucking put it on screen.
No,
Just put it on screen.
Hyperspeed.
Wait, what's that? What's that last tab on your?
Just put it on the
browser?
dance.
What?
Whoa!
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 Oh,
Whatever
what just
could this mean?
happened?
And thank God all of us are on that team.
What does this mean for GC?
Oh, I'm gonna throw a temper.
For tantrum, you mean? Temper
Gotta,
tantrum.
we
Tantrum.
gotta talk about the Hyperspeed pickups. We gotta
Okay,
talk
yeah.
about Hyperspeed picking up Thumper, Emmy, and then
G as their sub, and then new
Sub and
coach.
then Maxi.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And Maxi.
I didn't
Yeah.
see that the other tweet and I got really confused. I was like, "Oh, what am I looking at?" Okay.
Up the hype.
Well, I think here's what I think. You
Yeah,
take out
okay.
like Always and you take out Ruin. You have these two players. I don't like. I think it's a net neutral, in my opinion.
Really?
Generally
I'm
a
with
net
you.
neuro.
Well,
And I can't. I
Hey,
can't
are
say
you talking
everything.
in
Okay,
Are you talking
okay,
in
okay.
general, or are you
in
talking
general,
about like
in
in the?
general.
Okay.
Okay.
You're
okay,
getting
okay,
to,
Not
okay,
not
okay.
player. Okay, definitely not player for player, but in general.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Cause I was gonna say like, Ruin is probably the harder one to replace. No offense to Always. I do think Cafe or Emmy. I think she's like
It's not
pretty
bad.
underrated. Like
I
I
agree.
think she has like a good brain for the game. I don't know much about Thumper aside from like they made
Ghost.
Swiss, played one game with Ghost, and then got dropped.
Yeah.
So happens.
Yeah.
Happens.
But I mean like I think out of the pool and who is available, they're not bad pickups. Like I don't
Pretty good.
again
Bad.
like you can't like again, and this is coming from a coach, supposedly. Talking about a coach pickup is always hard because you'll never know
Yeah.
what
Right.
happens.
Yeah.
So like I can't be like Maxi's gonna make this team better, especially when it's like unknown. Because like you can tell when a coach is good if they join like a bunch of teams and like they instantly get
They
elevated.
instantly get better, right?
They get
Yeah.
better and they have like a good rep.
Especially in GC where you can take like players who aren't like aren't really known and then
Yeah.
like
Well, it's like
jump
if
into
like
it.
let's say like so like UG. I'm using you as an example. UG goes to MMT, gets them out of groups, goes to like a different team, elevates them, gets them out of groups. Like if that's like a consistent trend, like you can just be like, well, the coach is a consistent factor.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like especially when Maxi's like, I don't know much about them. Like,
Mhm.
you know, you're kind of just.
I wish I had.
It's hard to say.
I wish I had anything to give you because I trialed for this team on 2 separate occasions, and this was both before and after they acquired Thumper. And Thumper wasn't there. Maxi wasn't there. Maxi was still in the trialing process. I think Maxi might have been the last edition, so that's why there's no Maxi.
Mhm.
But there was no Thumper. So I have nothing on Thumper and nothing on Maxi. But the core 3 isn't that bad. I think it's still cross Unity IGO.
Yeah,
If I remember correctly,
it
it'll be
should
cross
be.
Unity IGL. You'll have Pangolin Sentinel, and you'll have the person who I'm forgetting.
Why are you
And I'm
laughing?
so
Forgot.
sorry.
Kira.
Oh my god, who am I?
Yeah.
Kira. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I forgot.
You you say
Just
Pang
sincerely
you
laugh.
say Pang Sentinel.
This-
I see my vibes swinging C mount with an op, bro. It's actually the funny. It's
It's-
so funny how
okay.
Pang
Speaking
plays
of-
like they're playing chamber and is never on chamber.
It's no, because
It's
what
so
had me cackling
funny.
is I had to scrim them for a trial, and I had to pretend like I didn't know that Penguin was going to
Oh.
swing C mound with chamber op or like any kind of chamber utility every single round. And I had to pretend like that wasn't a thing that I knew they were going to do. Anyway,
Can I say, I guess something
Yeah.
as the old
Go
coach,
ahead.
kind of from like 10x.
Wow.
okay.
Okay.
No, just for 10x.
Oh, for 10x, yeah.
For 10x. I was just an analyst for Swiss. So,
my fault.
when before I like left the server or whatever, I was just like, yo, just put Ping on chamber. And like I promise you, like yeah, you're sacrificing like quote unquote optimization. It's like Ping is swinging like they're on chamber anyway. Their chamber is so good. Like, just do it. Just full lean into it.
Yeah.
And then I think I said like Kira secondary duel. Because Kira was like playing smoke, kinda, and then like playing flash, and I just don't think that fits their style. So I'm excited. Like I think this team has potential.
Mhm.
I'll have to see. I think it's like a decent. Out of who's available, I think they're good pickups. But I think Cafe definitely is like an underrated
Yeah.
player for sure. I
Mhm.
think she has a good run for the game. I haven't watched enough Thumper. But Cafe for sure I think is like underrated.
Mhm.
Yeah. If I'm not incorrect, from everyone that's been announced, like teams that have announced their rosters, that's kind of all we have until we get to OQ3 time, and more and more rosters start getting announced. We get more information, but we obviously got to talk about the big thing in recent GC news. Is
There's two things.
one of two things is the Wadada disbandment.
No more Wadada,
no more Wadada, which is kind of crazy, but it was kind of on the wall. If you if you really look at it and look at like the path Wadada's been on, it's been there for a little bit already.
You can kind of put the pieces together through their tweets too.
Yeah.
Like when they lost, you're like, oh, we didn't really scrim much. Like we just don't have time to scrim.
It's getting to a point that like being a free agent team isn't paying off for them, which is like fair.
Yeah.
And when you require to have the like best of the best abilities to get something in compensation for that, for the time that you're putting into it, being a free agent roster that isn't getting signed, not like, I don't care where you are on the like, oh, Wadada was asking too much drama or whatever it was. And, there's that back and forth on Twitter. I'm not going to get into it. I don't really care about it. The point is, whether Wadada was asking a ridiculous amount or not, we are in an ecosystem in esports that, especially GameChangers, that no one's putting up shit.
Yeah.
And that's not like we saw 100 Thieves pull out. Everyone's going everywhere but North America. I would genuinely not be surprised if you see these players like Starbound and Astralis who are like, I would argue like the two most well-known names on that roster just from the get-go outside of like Juna, but Juna's kind of like, in my brain, Juna's a content creator. Can I be so honest?
Yeah.
That's what everybody knows her for.
Yeah.
When you say
it's
Juna,
like
content
Starbound
first.
Astralis who are like my livelihood is I want to be a competitive player. Mm-hmm. Right. That's not to say like, other members on the roster aren't that, but my point stands of like, those are the two I see making the biggest fuss about it. And those are the two I see who are like really pushing for it on Twitter. I'm not going to say just go to LATAM or go to EU, but like, unfortunately, that's kind of where you're at.
That's more
like
it's the method.
In all fairness, one of them can only go to LATAM. Because like the what is that? Other regions don't allow like non-binary people or whatever.
Yeah, because not every. Yeah, I was gonna bring this up when we talked about SwimTrek, but every region's like ruling is different when it comes to like who's eligible. Mm-hmm. Right, like I think NA is the only one that
allows NBs.
NA allows non-binaries, and then like for LATAM and EU, it's like only cis females and like trans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean LATAM also allows non-binary. It's like all of like Americas allows that pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, yeah. This
Wire, Tasty, I think. Yeah.
Former, who is it? Didn't Steel used to play? Did they rebrand?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
I think regardless though of that roster, I would expect to see Astralis and Starbound play. I think they wanted it more. Mm-hmm. I do like, I guess since we're on the topic of like orgs, I would say, okay, I'm definitely hoping like the Hopeium tank right now. I'm huffing that shit. With like what's been, I hate to, we talked about this, Cloudsy, not on the pod, but it's like, it's always like next year, guys. You just gotta hold out till
Neofaria, please, please, Neofaria.
Yeah,
and all
we need more tournaments.
But like
we've already, go ahead.
I was gonna say like with like GC having like incentives and whatever, like who, like maybe we get like a GCD bundle or whatever, like whatever. With GC being more involved in the circuits and the circuits being like open qual and like GC will still have like its circuits. I wouldn't be surprised to see some orgs kind of like. Do I think they'll pay like a full-time salary? No. Because being truthful, and I think even I said this forever ago on some podcast, either Metashift or the Ragebait one. It's like The teams just don't deserve it.
Yeah.
And I think what people need to realize is there's more that goes into getting a salary than just like being good at a game.
Yep.
You need to have like
Yeah.
branding for yourself, branding for your team. Like, does your team put out content? The only two teams that put out a lot of content is like
Likewise.
SR Fly,
Yeah.
right?
Really, yeah.
SR
It's
SR does like a lot of like long form, but SR does like their player stream, right? Like I know Mel has retired, but Mel still streams. Alexia streams a lot. Noya streams. Like Donut's kind of like MIA on socials, but she's there for like the content shoots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the inverse of what maybe you're saying. I don't think it's they stream because it's like they are a brand. Like they're the reason competitors stream isn't because it does necessarily better for their org. Sure, maybe there might be something in their contract that says you have to stream X hours on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
The reason you stream as a competitive player in any FPS title is so that you could have something in the long run.
Mhm.
Like look at Tens, for example. Tens has been streaming since his CS days, right? Like after CS dried up, right, and he was done after Cloud9 and Valorant started, he just kept streaming and he got big playing Valorant. And so even after Valorant was done, he just kept streaming. When he, he was done with Cloud9, rejoined Sentinels, then left Sentinels, retired. He's still streaming, still doing all these things, and he's a massive stream, massive following. Tens didn't do it because necessarily Cloud9 or Sentinels told him to. Sure, maybe it was in the contract. Tens did it because now he has infinite money glitches streamer.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. But it's like what I mean is
I still
the
get your
orgs
point.
look for that. Yeah, you
Yes,
know what I mean? Like the orgs.
Yes,
look
you
for
are still looking for PR friendly individuals. You are still looking for someone who has a positive outward brand image.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's not a lot of that in GameChangers.
Yeah.
Especially, at least in NA. It's hard for me to speak on like other regions, but like GC NA, bro, like
Dude,
There's individuals everywhere.
for sure. I agree. But I only know a lot about NA.
Yeah.
Like I know LATAM like bits and pieces, but that's like not. I just see it. And I know people who do it. It's like I hate to always be on like the guys. Next year, I swear, next year's the one. But like I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see like a org come in, org or two, like even if they don't pay like full time. Just like an org or two come in and just be like, hey, you have a roster, you have potential. We'll give you like a small salary. Here, like kind of like what Sen does, right? Like I don't think I don't think Sen's paying like a full time salary. I wouldn't expect them to, but it's just be like, hey, here's like this thing so you could focus more on playing.
I know
the
they're
game.
helping out with like peripherals and stuff.
Like,
Like, thank you for the Razor bundle.
And like merch.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like it's a.
Can I add to that as well?
Yeah.
I think that's another area where some like players on the Sen Otter team are kind of dropping the ball by not farming the Sentinels content glitch.
Yeah.
Like Sentinels,
I'd agree.
Great, crazy big name in Valorant, and their fans, Sentinels fans specifically, they're fanatics. They're crazy, and if you're able to like reach them in any sort of capacity, that's huge. That's huge for yourself, and even if like Sentinels doesn't work out in the long run, you have something, and people know who you are.
Yeah,
as a player.
people will stay.
Yeah,
people will stay. Like even if you leave Sen, you guys know like TSM, like way back in the day, they were like huge.
Yeah.
It's like even if they left TSM or whatever, it's like they still maintain a follow. And it's like the same thing with Tens. It's like Tens leaves C9, leaves Sen, whatever. It's like people will still stay.
Yeah.
They just need something to like kind of latch onto.
Yeah.
But you gotta give them something to latch onto.
Yeah.
So, like as much as people meme on Cloud9, and at this point I'm pretty sure it's a part of the contract. Like Cloud9 does, like their players do stream a lot. Yeah, people do like sit and they watch, and like they all have like YouTube videos and whatever.
I really like what C9 has done in terms of how they produce content, because it's
Yeah.
not all Valorant.
Only content.
Okay, I didn't say that. I didn't say all that. But
I'm just kidding.
in terms of what they do with their YouTube and how they've like made this pro podcast that they have, and you're seeing now a lot.
I think that's
orgs,
cool.
The pro podcast thing that they have is so cool because not everyone gets to like ask hella questions or just find out things from pros, and everyone wants to know. Everyone wants to know these things, but we don't really have an opportunity. So C9 doing that gives us a chance to like, you know, delve into the mind, and you already see other people doing it. Like Rob Moore from Sen doing it as well with other org CEOs. That was cool. That was a cool watch.
The
That
podcast.
was a really, really
that was
cool watch. And
You're talking the one where it was like him, C9 Jack, the guy from EG, and
Yeah.
one other that I can't remember.
Yeah. That
So the energy
cool.
guy?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but yeah.
Anyway, I know we know what you're. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's a cool thing. That's a really, really cool thing. And this is just a PSA to players: make content, bro. Just do something. I know
look what
you
we're
guys are
doing.
funny. That's what I'm saying. Look at what we're doing. But like, make content about yourself, about your team, and about the game that you play together. Because I know so many teams and people, they're really funny. Not as funny as us, but you're still really funny. and people will find that funny and be like, yo, this guy's cool. Let me follow. That's how you hit 10K on Twitter and farm impressions. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. You just have to farm the method now while you still can.
I mean,
Bro,
it works.
you could even just be like I know there's some people in GC that don't even like do that much. They post Valorant clips, get like 2K followers. You can do you got to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like ever since I started making sorry to interrupt you. Ever since I started making like content, like I would say like my content, it's not low quality because it's like analyst stuff. It's like, you know, I'll be the first to admit my thumbnails are not great.
Right.
My editing is not great if I edit. But ever since I started, but even if I put out like videos, you know, like when I made like I just tweet about like how I view the game or like opinions and stuff, like people like that. People like I've gotten more followers from it. Like it could just be as simple as like tweeting about the games and like whatever. Like you don't need to be like every day 8-hour content block. Like we're doing this on a Sunday night. Yeah. At like we started at like 10:30. And we're just chatting as friends and we just have a goal. Like it can really just be as simple as this. It doesn't have to be like a fully fledged out, got like the TikTok lighting and I'm multi-streaming and
you don't need all of that. Like I literally the last podcast episode was an hour 45-minute recording. I shaved off 2 minutes, made it an hour 43, put our names above our cameras, and I shipped it out. That's it. You don't even have to do anything crazy for the editing. You just have to get something out there. That's the main thing. Just get something out there. And if you want to go crazy with it, if you have the time and the resources to go crazy with it, more power to you. Because if it looks better, more people will like it. Then more people will see it. Then more people will follow you and be like, "Wow, you're so tough. Let me hop along for the ride."
I will say, you're definitely gonna see an influx of those people next year.
I hope so.
Like all the org stuff. It's gonna happen.
It always loops back to
orgs, right?
No, it just always loops back to don't worry guys, next year. just gotta hold out till 2027. I promise. But I know what you like, dude. I'm gonna say it. Like these OQ like comm videos or something for next year, like that'll hit.
That is what GC NA needs. We already have one with SR getting challenged by a lot of other teams. Now we need the second. We got to see people's personalities. We got to see how people play in game. I want to hear you guys. I want to hear people. I don't want to look on my timeline and be AFK and just sad reading about GC. I want to see people. Oh, sad esports reference. Sorry, but I want to see people. I want
to
see
their mask.
That was a dude. The sad one was like such a low ball. Did you even count that one?
That was
like you just use it in the sentence.
Yeah. But I want to see your personality because I know there are funny people in GC and I know people can make a difference in terms of like the content that they can produce. So we got to see it and you got to stick with it too. We're going to stick with this. We're going to make it episode 100 minimum. I'm going to chain you guys to a contract that you don't have. I'm gonna chain you guys to a contract that we don't have. 2029, we're gonna be making never group podcasts. Even if we do get grouped, we're calling it never group, no matter what.
Maybe group.
Maybe group. Maybe group.
Oh, that'd be funny. But that's it. That's the end of my little rant. Make content. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, we talked about Wadada and it kind of just like went into an org rant, but it kind of ties together because I think that's a huge reason that they quit. Right? It's just
they didn't get the support that they needed, and it's
make content because that supports you in some capacity, and also just be PR trained. Like, don't go getting it. Can we just like stop? Like, people look at Game Changers and go, "Wow, it's drama. Wow, it's so much Twitter drama." Can we just like?
Yeah, I'll stop.
It kills us. I get it. I love vague posting and being really silly and an absolute nuisance on Twitter as much as the next person. But it is bad for us, guys.
Handle it in the DM.
It is bad. Like, if there's beef, don't air it out. I don't care if there's relationship drama. I don't care if there's someone being a scumbag. I don't care if you got dropped. Handle it like a professional. Don't air it out on Twitter. End of discussion.
Yeah.
And this goes for the org side of things too. Handle things with a certain level of respect. Don't go snaking random people without a valid reason. Like, that's just hands down the decision. Don't go like this isn't like there's giggling. I'm not talking about anything in particular.
Yeah. No,
it's just like it's just like common courtesy, right? Like, I can't.
No, I know what you mean.
I've been on rosters before where decisions have been left in the hands of players and not the management staff, not the owners. If you were an org owner, I'm sorry, take responsibility for your players.
Yeah.
That needs to be, you can't say that this is a player's decision. This is a player's decision. At the very least, make it your coach's decision.
Yeah.
If you're giving your coach management of the roster and your coach to build the roster, like you have with you've seen with other orgs, that's what Sentinels did. Granted, that didn't end well for Kaplan, but it's
that's his own thing.
It's one person being the scapegoat of sorts, as opposed to others.
Yeah.
It needs to be more than players making these decisions, unless it is a fully pug roster.
Kind of related. Well, it is related actually. There is definitely an issue on the org side of GC of like these orgs like kind of just not doing anything besides having a name in the tournament client, and that's it.
Yeah.
And like that's not helping you at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I say something? I guess I'll go on a little bit of a tangent too before we move on. Okay. It's like a lot of these, like it relates to case thing. If you're an org and you're not like trying to at least make like game day pictures, or you're trying to like provide to your players,
what's the point?
Stop LARPing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being on it. Like, for real. Like, because at that point, if you're not doing game day posts, if you're not like trying to push your players' names out there as well as your org, what is the difference between just like having a pug team?
Yeah.
I will put that out there to tag onto that. I do want to give flowers to Matt Caldwell, who is, I would say, the most dedicated org owner in all of Game Changers. Yeah. This man bleeds for hyperspeed.
Yeah,
and he does his own stuff.
He does all of his own stuff. He makes all the graphics, does all the socials. Like, this guy's on top
the game day stuff.
Everything.
He live tweets the games too.
Yes,
guys.
This guy's on top
not
of
many,
everything.
Not many people do that.
That is the dedication that you need.
That is what you need. And I like Matt's had a lot of he's had some rosters that have really succeeded. He's had some like games that have gone well, stuff that hasn't, whatever. You know, like not everything's gonna be a hit. That's the nature of esports. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Right.
I'm loving where Hyperspeed's at now in terms of like just the love Caldwell's put into Valorant. It's a game he cares about very clearly. I'm glad they're having success in the finals. I've been seeing a lot of those tweets on my timeline as of late. Very happy for them as well. But we need more Matt Caldwells in the scene.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not saying, you know, you'll have 100 Thieves GC, and I'm not expecting Nade Shot to be on top of this shit. That's just not going to happen. We all know that's not going to happen. Yeah. But I'm saying if you are an org like Hyperspeed and you are not giving the full ass into your team, whether that is making sure they're recognized or making sure it's like, you know, a well-managed, healthy environment at the very least, right? Like, yeah, graphics are great. Yes, you could probably find someone to do this. I understand that the world of freelancers is tricky, and esports isn't lucrative, and it's tier 3, and not everyone has infinite money.
More
Glitch,
so
whatever,
shows that he
whatever.
cares. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
but Matt does this all by himself,
Yeah.
right? Matt doesn't have a staff. Matt doesn't have like this is just Matt.
It's just
So
him,
if you really
yeah.
wanted it and you really cared, you do it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And
It's
this ties into my rant. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
no, go.
But the longevity of GC teams is non-existent. It's not real at all. And I think a big part of that goes into what these orgs are doing, or what they're not doing for their team. Because we see a lot of players just tweet their own stuff for the one time, and that's it. All guys, I joined X team, I put it in my bio, that's it. That's all we see out of it. And then OQ comes around, I have a few funny little letters in front of my name, and that's who you recognize me as. Oh, it's on my VLR, that's it. That's all we see. But that's not how you build longevity for yourself, for your players, or for your org. Because if you want your team to stay together, if you want players to respect you as an org, you have to put in equal amount of effort. These people are sinking maybe, I want to say like 20 hours a week for like, if you're scrimming a lot, if 20 hours of their lives a week into playing a video game for you.
For you, yes.
For you. And if you can't do anything about that, you can't hop into MS Paint and draw like, hey guys, we have a team. Yippee! If you can't just do something even as basic as MS Paint, or just finding something that relates to your team, that you don't even have to make it yourself. So many of these people, so many people are under the illusion that you have to pay someone to make it great. You don't have to make it yourself. Look at this. Look at this. What is Blue Star posting? We didn't pay anyone for this. This is just a GIF. This is just a GIF off of Twitter, bro.
I think Never Group Podcast. Who made our logo? Me. I'm not a graphic designer. I just threw that together in Affinity.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not difficult. It'll take time. It takes learning.
Even if you don't do like a graphic, like I've seen people do like just like silly videos of like just scrim moments. Like that is something. Bro,
find your niche.
Yeah, like
works for you and do something with it. And at the very least, if content's not your thing as an org owner and you have like other people for that, you say that's on the players, whatever. It at the very least make it a hospitable team environment and regulate your players. Do not if it's player issues that are stemming and people are beefing and it just needs to be a sit down conversation, whatever. If someone needs to be cut and that's the team decision, it needs to be a sit down conversation and not coming from a player. It needs to come from management, right?
Yeah.
That because at the very least, if it's coming from management and it's a cordial like sit down thing and it's not a Discord DM of like, hey, you're cut by the way, right? Like if you handle it professionally, I get it. We're not professionals. We're unpaid. We're all LARPing for fun. But the part of the LARPing is that you still have to be professional in the LARP.
I'm not LARPing.
If we're all LARPers, we all have to commit to the bit together, guys.
Yeah.
No, I
so, like, it's, I don't know. It goes both ways. Players need to be better. Orgs need to be better. But, like, I think this is we're beating the Wadada dead horse.
Like, we talked a lot about this.
We really beat the Wadada dead horse.
I think this is
but
like
this is also...
It's a good thing to talk about. It needs to be talked about.
It definitely does.
I think on the flip side, we pulled it up in the middle of what we were talking about earlier with the matches. But Sarah's gone. Sarah's gone from Shopify. Sarah's done. Yeah. Sarah's burnt out. And that's where the problem now is, like, to tie that into this is you get these pillars of the community like Sarah Frags, who, by the way, has done miraculous things for this community.
Yes.
Yeah,
right? True. Hands down, one of, if not the GOAT of just like people in the GC scene.
Yes.
Right? Sarah's been very opinionated on Twitter, has been like, hey guys, this is what GameChangers is all about.
She's very
don't
like,
be weird, be like, like let's all be normal people, right?
Yeah.
And Sarah's done. Sarah's burnt out. Sarah's done. Which it could come from stuff outside of GameChangers. It could be whatever. And the scene's not where it needs to be right now to continue on. Whatever. Maybe she just wants to do other things with her life. All the best for Sarah Frags. But we've lost Mel. We've lost Sarah Frags. Who's next?
Yeah.
What I'm not saying it's like us as members of the GameChangers community have caused them to leave. Like, no, they've been competing for years, and this is like, you know, I get that they're burnt out at this point, and I get that they want to like live their lives a little bit because they put their blood, sweat, and tears into this community. But like, we got to do something, guys.
Right
like, we
now-
gotta
right
like,
now is the perfect
who's
time.
who's the next Seraphragz?
Exactly. Right now is genuinely.
There's an
the
OQ4
perfect
legend.
time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yo, mic's on, bro. Mic's on. But right now is the perfect time for not just individual players, but the whole community to rally and come to an agreement to not only be like adults and stop LARPing, but to raise the bar ever higher. Like, SR's losing. Cool. Who's gonna be the next like GOAT? Who's gonna be the next team that just stays together for 15 million years and wins it all and goes to? Who are we sending to an international next? Because what's gonna happen?
SwimTrek.
What's gonna happen with SR?
Yeah.
If SR is gonna be like so drastically different, could they even dissolve their GC team? Like, could they just end it off on a high note? Are they just done? We don't know. We don't know. And we need to find out who's next. So right now is the time for players to turn up and lock in, not only in game, but as people, because the amount of bad blood in GC, it can fill an ocean, bro. It can genuinely fill an ocean. And most of it's unnecessary. Most of it is so incredibly unnecessary. And with pillars like Sarah and Mel leaving or taking breaks, you're now looking at the general community to kind of be that voice that GC needs. Otherwise we're deep fried. Otherwise we're just cooked.
You're
Like,
max passionate right now, bro.
I am.
That's just
I
inspiring.
am very passionate about this because it's true. Like,
No, I get it.
like. Sorry, what were we saying?
We're getting
Fonzie?
very passionate. I think it's. I think we've. I don't want to like. If anyone else has any thoughts, I think get them out now because I think we've kind of like.
We went on a.
We've said all we can say. We
Yeah.
went on a very deep tangent. We've kind of like gone very deep. We've talked about what happened last main event. We've talked about some of the teams we've seen going into OQ3. We've talked about the state of GameChangers and the state of a little bit of the state of esports currently and how we all collectively need to do better. And I think coming away from this is just kind of like support your fellow GameChangers players, right? And let's just kind of like do better as a collective community. Going into the rest of this year and going into the future, like, because I think 2027, like Sam said, could be big for us. Like,
It's
it
always
definitely
next year.
there's
Stop, bro.
we can
Stop.
keep
No,
saying
you're
there's always
right.
next year.
No, you're right
Yeah.
though.
But if we go into 2027 with a lot, you know, we were on our best behavior this year. Look, Leofaria, we did it. We fixed ourselves.
$1 million.
We came in.
GC.
We came in.
$1
We
million
came
to
in.
GC.
We came in, and we were on our best behavior. We didn't have any drama this year. Please, maybe it'll happen, and we'll
Yeah.
see. Right? We'll see the restructuring. We'll see whatever happens. We'll see what. It's a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of ifs, right? But if we give our all into making it the highest likelihood or the highest chance for us to have success as a community, it'll be great. And I believe that. But I think that's respectfully enough said. I think we need to see
Yeah.
ourselves out.
Yeah,
It's been 2
yeah, no,
hours.
I'll say something before we go. I will not type in matches anymore. I will.
It's all your fault.
No more Diamond 2 Peaks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diamond 2 Peak, by the way.
Diamond
Yeah,
2,
I
bro.
like. I guess I'll say it now. Before we go, like, I will take accountability. Like, definitely for sure. I don't think I'm part of the problem. I guess I might not be like a big problem, but small problems add into a big problem.
Yeah.
So, Never Group Podcast episode 2, 12:03 in the morning. I'm reformed. I'm gonna change. I will make content with my friends because I like doing these. Who knows? You know, maybe we'll do like a live show.
Hey,
Smile. That'd be pretty cool.
that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be great, guys.
Let's
like
be great.
OQ3, like
Q3, 4.
we could change now.
It changed the game, bro.
Okay.
No, that's a good. That's a
And
good.
that's it. And
That's
that's
where we're ending
That's
it.
all
right.
Thank you
We
guys.
can change the
Thank
game.
you guys so much for today. I really enjoyed the talk that we had today. But I've been Yuji, Cloudsy, Halcyon, OQ4 Legend, by the way, and Perusia.
God, I
Thank
fucking
you,
love
thank you
you.
so thank you so much for joining us. Never get grouped.